Hey everybody, it's me, Garby, and I'd like to say thank you guys for 12K subscribers. That's, again, a big number. I know I say the same thing every time. It's kind of dumb, but it's a massive number. It's huge, and it's entirely unexpected because I was at 11,000 like a week ago, and then I had some TikToks that really blew up for some strange reason, and now I'm at 12,000. That's pretty impressive, and I've kind of maintained this tradition of doing, I've done it twice. I have this thing of doing Q&As at multiples of 4. Don't ask why, it's just what I do. And so I asked you guys on Twitter and YouTube and Discord and other things, any serious questions you guys had for me. So this is what I got, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Saturn on Discord asked me, yo Captain, opinion on oatmeal. Oh yeah, my opinion on oatmeal. I like it. I'm an oatmeal fan, but usually just the flavored kind, mostly. And then they also asked, may I ask how you met your acquaintances who appear in your videos? That's an interesting one because Ryan, Chris, and Carter, who are my 3 friends that I originally did all my videos with, I met them at camp, a summer camp, like 2 years ago. Talked about YouTube videos at some point, but we never really had the idea to record until just one day we decided to record some Minecraft stuff, and that was kind of like when we started really making videos together. Some of my friends, I met Arthur, Mr. Dashin99, through my Bruno Palroznik video because we both made one at around the same time, and he joined my server, and then we did a collab video about South African kid shows, and that was how I met him. And then I met Sam and like pretty much the rest of their group channel, Palavalamp, through that. And then I met Adam, Sad Adam on YouTube, at a D&D game. So me and Ryan got taken in to do a Dungeons and Dragons game, and Adam was there. We only did like 2 sessions, and then we just stopped, but Adam approached us and said, hey, do you guys want to go record a video? We did, and then I met a bunch of people through that. And that's pretty much everyone, I think. Pretty much everyone I've met has been through one of those 3 things. So the dude on Discord asked me about my fascination with history. I really don't know why. It's totally true. I love history. History's awesome. And a lot of my videos you'll notice are about the history of things. And I've always thought history was really fascinating. I don't know why. I've just always been super fascinated by where things come from and how they came to be the way they are. And you guys seem to like that, so I love making videos like that. Arthur on Twitter asked me, speaking of Palavalamp, why subscribe to Palavalamp for more? Oh man, I could not tell you how many reasons. They make incredible content like Spelunky and some other things that I don't remember, but you guys should totally go subscribe to Palavalamp on YouTube. Drowned on Discord asked me, how long does it take you to produce a 10-minute video essay? And then he asked, how was the Blokery Podcast conceptualized? So I'll do the first one first. Coming up with an idea, that just kind of happens instantly, but I can't like forcefully come up with an idea. I can't say, oh yeah, I'm gonna make this video, and then I just make it. I kind of have to, it just comes upon me at random times. Then once I have the idea, I'd say 5 to 10 hours, and this is for about a 10-minute video, around 5-ish hours of research, maybe 10 if it's like really serious, 4 to 6 hours of scripting, only like an hour to record and re-record. And then the big thing is the editing, which is 8 to 25 hours because I try to actually put a lot of work into the editing process. And then just miscellaneous stuff, maybe 5 hours after that. So altogether, like at minimum, maybe 20 hours, at maximum like 60 if it's something really big, but I don't think I've ever actually done a video that big, but that's around how long it takes. Blokery Podcast. So we originally had a podcast called the Snow Day Podcast. It was just me, Chris, Ryan, and Carter. And that did 1 episode, and then we just kind of lost steam, and we also found out that that was a name that already existed. So we were like, oh, let's do a different one. And by this point, Arthur had been interested in joining us. So we assembled a new podcast team, and that was Blokery. And that's me, Ryan, Arthur, and Chris as the main team, and then Carter and Sam and maybe Adam and some other friends are like going to be special guest stars. So go check that out. There's a special channel for it, the Blokery Podcast. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. Vincent is Scared on Twitter asked me, what's your opinion on fan art? This is an interesting question because they actually did some really awesome fan art a few months ago. I think it was when I made my Cover Yourself in Oil Minecraft video, and I really appreciate it. It was awesome. And what's my opinion on fan art? I haven't had much experience with it. I've gotten, I think, like 4 pieces of fan art in like the last, just ever. I'll put them up on screen right now. And my opinion on it, I mean, it's awesome. I really love the idea, and the 4 times that I have gotten it, it's made me feel awesome because it's just the idea that someone actually sat down and took time out of their day to make art for you is just really cool. I don't know, there's something really awesome about that. Holy Foley Ryan on Twitter said, I know someone asked this before, but what's your favorite video to do? Like, is it Forsaken videos, video essays, gaming vids, gaming with the lads? I have a bunch of different kind of like favorites that I've had. Some notable ones were, like Forsaken videos was just fun to film. A lot of the Minecraft ones are really fun to just record because we just screw around forever. And then I have a bunch of like passion project ones that like cursed images or Minecraft maps that weren't like I wasn't like laughing while making them, but they were just fun to do, you know, to just conceptualize and make. And I just really enjoy doing those. Jarg on Twitter asked me, do you think it's disgusting that some people would ever do such a thing? Yes. Yes, I do. And then he said, serious question, what is your favorite genre of books? It's probably gonna sound stupid. I like science fiction and fantasy. I've always been a fiction person. I don't really know why. I just like reading these stories about things that could never possibly happen. And particularly I love sci-fi and fantasy, not just in books too, in films and TV and things like that. Sepsi Man on Discord asked me, okay, legitimate question, which video is the hardest or most tedious to make? The hardest to research, I think, was Minecraft maps, because no one had really done that before. That was kind of unexplored frontier, and it was difficult to really trace down some of the older things, because there's just no real documentation. So I had to kind of use intuition and like ask around, and that was hard to research, but it totally paid off. Hardest to edit was Cursed Images, just because of all the like, I don't know, I went all in on that video. I was in quarantine when I made it, so I just had 2 weeks to do nothing other than just edit this video. And so that's kind of why the editing is so overboard on that one. And then hardest to script was probably Herobrine. That's to this day probably, I don't know why did I say to this day, it came out like a week ago. That is by far the best script I think I've ever written. And it was really fun to write, but it was very difficult to find the right words. A close runner-up would be the Xavier video. Not because I was trying to say something profound, but just because fitting that show into this little script was very hard. And I pulled it off, I think, but it was just very difficult. So then, second question they asked was, what is your favorite video game? That's really hard to say. I'm a big fan of Enter the Gungeon. You know, probably the only game I can say I'm good at. I like Gmod, I like Borderlands, and of course I like Minecraft, but everyone likes Minecraft, so it's not really a thing to say. And then he asked, what's your favorite snack? This is gonna sound dumb, but I like olives. They sell these little, not like olives out of a jar, although black olives are really good, but they sell these little packets of olives. I don't remember what they're called, but they're really good, and they're like in oil, and they got spices and stuff on them. They're awesome, they're great. And that's one of my favorite snacks to have. Ballmaster27 on Discord asked, what's your best or favorite topic you've covered? That would probably be either the Minecraft maps video or the Cursed Images. The Cursed Images was something that like I had an opinion on and I kind of wanted to share with people. So it was a really nice topic. And then Minecraft maps was kind of like something I'd been interested in for years and that I felt I should finally like conceptualize into a video. Backpack on Discord asked me, what's your favorite subscriber skit you've ever made? Most of them are actually pretty exciting. Thank you. I'm glad you think they're exciting. And my favorite one probably was the Marty duel for 10K, just because that was hard to film. Like I had to do a lot of split screen stuff, you know, and I had to like get Marty, you know, and he's, I don't know, I don't like dealing with that guy, but it was fun to film. I got to do some special effects, which I usually don't get to do in normal YouTube videos. So it was fun to make. Xenon on Discord asked me, what is the most hilarious incident that you can remember in recent memory? Doesn't have to be IRL either. Okay, this is like, so sometimes I will be like talking, obviously I haven't hung out a lot with people in real life in a while because you're not supposed to in this time, but I'll do these late night like voice chats with friends. Usually like Ryan and Chris and Arthur are there and sometimes other people are there too. And it'll just get to a point where we just start laughing at everything, but like we'll just get this joke out of that makes no sense, but that we just find really funny. So I did this one thing with Ryan where we found this man named Ryan Jaunzemis, and he's like a skater. He does this thing called soap shoeing where he like slides down a rail on shoes. And we found his YouTube channel, and we found this documentary he made called Soap or Die. And this entire time we are like in hysterics laughing at this guy because he's just so out there. And then there's this segment in the video where he's going down a rail and then he falls and bounces off the rail and hits the ground. And they decided to do it in slow motion. And we just lost it at that. That was like that is the hardest I think I've ever laughed. I was having trouble breathing, and we just watch it on repeat, just watching this man fall and bounce off of a rail. And that was great. Something really, I think more recent than that was like one of the funniest things I've ever done was, God, we were, it's pretty much the same thing. We were in a voice chat, and Chris's friend Tyler sent us this link to a YouTube channel that in, I think 2009 or something, uploaded these 2 videos that were called like my best logos ever. And it's just this kid in Windows Movie Maker with like a random picture and then just like 2009 YouTube music, and then just some kind of thing that said like blank productions. Like there was Suck It Productions and there was like Awesomeness Productions. And it's just that on loop for 2 minutes. And we're just laughing harder and harder at these as they come by.
There's something so effective about just shit productions with a picture of Charlie Brown.
And that was actually the inspiration for a channel that me and Ryan made, but you guys will find out more about that in an upcoming video. I'm getting way off topic, but that was one of the most hilarious incidents in recent history. Tao on Discord asked me, have you ever felt pressured to follow a certain trend or style of content, much like most other creators who have one particularly popular video? If so, how do you resist that and continue to make the content you want to make? So I have felt pressured sometimes to create only video essay content because that's what people really seem to like. But I'm honestly making videos because I like making videos, and every video I make is something I want to make. If I didn't want to make it, I don't know why I'd be making it. The passion just wouldn't be there. So that's really just what I do. I just make videos that I like making. I'll make a full video about this later, but I am going to be kind of splitting stuff up between 2 channels. So I'm going to do like kind of more serious, high production value stuff on this channel. And then on my second channel, which you guys should definitely go subscribe to, I'm going to be doing gaming stuff, you know, and then kind of the less serious stuff, because I love doing both of them. I just think it kind of confuses people when they're both on the same channel. So, but either way, I like making the kind of content that I like making. Funky Monkey 090 on YouTube asked me, when are you going to leak the SMP IP? Okay, so if you're talking about the SMP, I think you're talking about the one that was in the Cover Yourself in Oil video and the McDonald's video and the not the Herobrine one, the one where Ryan was Herobrine, just all of those. That's technically not my SMP. That's my friend Adam's SMP. That's the Sad Team SMP. And that's, I can't leak the IP for that because it's technically not my server. I'm not sure what Adam's going to do with that in the future, but it is a good server. Unfortunately, I cannot leak the IP to you guys. Anton Frags on YouTube said, what is your favorite country and a country that you dislike? Well, that one's easy. My favorite country is... and a country that I absolutely hate is... So I hope that answers your question. Reginald Concrete on YouTube said, Mr. Captain, Mr. KRB, I love your videos. Which was your favorite to make? I have to say the most fun to record was probably Forsaken YouTube videos 1 or 2. They were both just fun. I mean, like laughing all the time. It was so fun to record. Most fun to research was probably, again, Minecraft maps, because I don't know, it was really fun to dive back into those old chat logs and server records and stuff like that to try to find old Minecraft maps and things like that. Most fun to prepare for, to immerse myself in, was probably the Xavier video, because all I did was just watch both seasons of Xavier as a marathon, and that was really fun because I didn't know how much I'd actually like the show until I started watching it, and I really enjoyed it. So that was just very fun to prepare for. Archer on YouTube said, what's your favorite video game? Okay, that's a really similar question to the one previously. Archer, just refer to what I said earlier. That's my answer to that question. Yo Mama 2.0 says, rate my trim, and then he sent this picture. That's a classic trim, man. I love your trim. I rate it 9 out of 10. Brody Gunlatch on YouTube said, who is Joe? IVO on YouTube said, how do you go about making the YouTube videos that you have? How do you structure that task? It's pretty simple. So I come up with an idea, something I think sounds good. I research it. I kind of structure the video. I lay out how it's going to be, how it's going to flow. I script it, I record it, I edit it and then I review it to make sure I didn't screw anything up or make any mistakes. Sometimes if it's really special, like I really want it to be good, I'll send it off to somebody. Like Arthur is kind of the person who looks at my script sometimes, and I'll just say, is this good or is this crap? And then they'll tell me and I can make adjustments wherever. Wolfpack on YouTube says, has there been any more information on Bruno Powroznik? Not really. As I've said before, that line is kind of done. We're not really here to like dox Bruno or find personal information, and that's really all the information that's left. We've found out pretty much everything we can about Bruno, and I think that's kind of the end of this mystery. We know who he was and we know what he did, and that's just kind of the end. Ice Age Baby said, "Who TF are you?" I don't know. And then finally, Ryan on Discord said, Pyrobite, Tristan, Pop Bob, or FitMC. Oh man, you know I gotta go with my boy FitMC there. What a guy, what a solid guy. And then he said, the other one is, what is your favorite hack or hacked client? Thank you, Ryan, for these incredible questions. My favorite hack is Chicken Tracers. So yeah, that's the end of the questions. That's like the most I've ever answered. And I hope you guys I hope I answered your questions properly. I hope I didn't leave anything out. And once again, thank you guys so much for 12K. I might do this again at 16K. If my channel ever starts growing faster, this is probably going to become untenable. But this isn't the last Q&A I'll do. I'm sure I'll do more in the future. By the way, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, brothers.